check, 1, 2. Okay.
She can't hear you. You're only coming through in here.
Check, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm good. Are you good? Dan, how are you feeling? Everybody's good.
Delilah was a woman, she was fine and fair. Ooh, she had good looks, God knows, and gold black hair. Delilah, she grew up on Samson's mind. When first he saw this woman, couldn't believe his mind. Delilah, she crawled up on Samson's knee, said, tell me where your strength lies, if you please. And she talked so fine, and she talked so fast. Samson said, Delilah, you can wash my hair, you can shave my head, cleanse my hand. My strength comes natural as any other man. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. You read about Samson all from his birth. He was the strongest man ever to live on earth. One day while Samson was walking along, looked down on the ground, he saw an old jawbone. Just down his arms and those chains broke like thread. When it got to moving, 10,000 was dead. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. Well, Samson and Delilah, they got an attack. Samson, he crawled up for the lion's back. You read about this lion, he killed a man with his paws. Well, Samson got his hands up around that lion's jaw, and he ripped that beast, whoa, and killed him dead. And the beast made honey in the lion's head. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would said if I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. I would tear this old building down. If I had my way, if I had my way, if I had my way, I would tear this old building down. As I was walking around Grosvenor Square, and I tilt to the window, but I lift to the air. From the other direction, she was calling mine. Could be an illusion, but I might as well try. Might as well try. Rings on her fingers and bells on her shoes. I knew what I'd ask and she was into the blues. Oh, scarlet begonia tucked into her curls. I knew right away she was not like other girls, other girls. The thick of the evening when the dealing got rough, too bad to open and too cool to bluff. I picked up my matches, closing the door. One of those flashes I've been there before, been there before.
It was right without feeling it wrong. It was just the way it does a good song. Once in a while you get shown the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right.
She moved. Scarlet begonias are a touch of the blue. There's nothing wrong with the look that's in her eye. Had to learn the hard way. Let her pass by, let her pass by.
winds and the wheels played T42. Sky was yellow and the sun was blue. Strangers stopping strangers just to shake their hand. Everybody's playing in the Heart of Gold band. Heart of Gold band. Long as she's running, but they stand there for. Get up, get out the door. Playing cold music on the barroom floor. Drown in your laughter and dead to the core. The dragon with matches that's loose on the town. The whole pail of water to cool him down. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Almost away, still you don't feel the heat. It takes all you've got to stay on the beat. You say it's a living, we all gotta eat. But you're here alone, there's no one to compete. Mercy's a business, I wish it for you. More than just ashes when your dreams come true. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Why you wanna give more? More that you give, the more I'll take. A thin line beyond which you really can't pay. Fire, fire on the mountain. 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 Fire, fire on the
Some folks trust the reason, others trust the might. I don't trust in nothing, but I know it come alright. Say it once again now. Well, I hope you understand. When it's turning over, well, a man is just a man. Playing, playing in the band. Daybreak, daybreak on the land. Some folks look for answers, others look for fights. Some folks love the treetops, just looking for their kites. Well, I can tell your future, but just look what's in your hand. But I can't stop for nothing, I'm just playing in the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land. Standing on a tower, world at my command. And you just keep on turning while I'm playing in the band. And if a man among you has no sin upon his hand, well, let him cast a stone at me for playing in the band. Playing in the band. Daybreak on the land.
gazing at the fire, burning by the water. Before he speaks, the world around us quiet. With eyes as sharp as arrows, and turning to the fire, he clears the air and cuts it with a feather. Many in the circle, and slowly round the fire. When he is gone, I want to know him better. No one is forsaken, and no one is a liar. He plants the tree of life on our foreheads with water. He hums, there are drums, four winds, rising suns. We are singing and playing. I hear what he's saying.
Let my inspiration flow, talk right, suggesting rhythm that will not proceed till my tale is told of. While the fire lights aglow, strange shadows from the flames will grow to things we've never seen, seem familiar. sailor forming winds both out and fell sworn. Down in Carlisle, he loved me many years ago. Here beside him stands a man, soldier, for the looks of him. Came through many fights, lost in love. While the storyteller speaks, a door within the fire creaks. Suddenly flies open, and a girl is standing there. Eyes alight with glowing hair, all that fancy paints is fair. Takes a pen and throws it, and it lies down. Which of you to gain me tell? Well, risk certain pains of hell. I will not forgive you. You will not take the chance. Sailor gave at least a try. A soldier being much too wise. Strategy was a strength, not disaster. Sailor coming out again, lady belly left at him. That's how it stands today. You decide if he was wise. Storyteller makes no choice. Soon you will not hear his voice. Job is to shed light onto master. crescent moon. It's as you got to sing. Oh, a rare and different to Happy Station. Shadow on the moon, Happy Station. I know you'll be there soon. I can't be around. It's the end of the year. The train put its brakes on, and the whistle is screaming.
about twice my age, a lady of nobility, gentility, and rage. A splinter in the dark, a lightning on the draw. We'll go up to the book and break each and every law. I got a feeling, believe what I say, come on. One more thing that I've got to say. I need a miracle every day. I need a woman about twice my height. Statuettes, raven tress, the goddess of the night. Secret incantation, river burning blue. Wilkins on the spirits, baby, never know what to do, and it's real. Believe what I say, I know. One more thing that I've got to say. Be a miracle every day. A gentleman who packs a gun is all I ever pray. Find her in the sideshow, leave her in the lane. Riding like a surfer, running all the tidal wave, and it's real. Believe what I say, I know. One more thing that I've got to say. Be a miracle every day. It takes dynamite to get me up. Until everything is distant enough. One more thing that I've got to say. A miracle every day. A miracle every day. Every day. A miracle every day. Some kind of miracle. A miracle every day. Got to have a miracle. A miracle. I need a miracle. Gotta have a miracle. A miracle every day. Some kind of miracle. Every day. Got to have a miracle. Got to have a miracle. Got to have a miracle.
I'd give it to you long as you live. You let it fall. Oh, hold it all in your arms. If I had a song to sing, I'd sing it to you long as you live. Lullaby, maybe a plain serenade. Would you laugh, dance or cry, or be afraid? The change you made may not have the world to give to you. Maybe I have a tune or two. Only if you let me be your world could I ever give this world to you. Could I ever give this world to you? I will give what love I have to give. I will give what love I have to give. I will give what love I have to, long as I live. If I had a star to give, I'd give it to you long as you live. If you have the time to watch it shine, watch it shine. Or ask for the moon or heaven to give it to you. Maybe I've got no stars to spare. Anything found on even rare. Only if you let me be your world could I ever give this world to you. Could I ever give this world to you?
do. She don't know and I don't follow. Reach back streets, well I sing to you. She can dance a Cajun rhythm, jump like a weed and fall and die. She's the summer love and the spring, fall and winter. She can make happen better than a lie. She can make love, ringing the bluebell. I cut up the sunlight, let her down, singing, I'll rock you in the sunshine. Come on, honey, come along with me. He's got everything delightful. She's got everything I need. A piece of mind in the sun and my moon. Busy in the sunlight, yes indeed. Sometimes when the cuckoo's crying, when the moon is halfway down, sometimes when the night is dying, I take me out and I wander around. I wander around. Sunshine.